Hello, welcome soul family. I didn't want to do a reading on the solar eclipse, so today is the day right after. All right, so definitely still have that energy going. I've been feeling lots of messages and surges of information, kind of like to unscramble and to decode. So I did pull some cards so I could read the oracles before. So in the energy that you are currently going through, this is collective reading. Okay, if you clicked on this, trust that you've been guided here for this message. All right, so we have fork in the road for the energy that I feel like is being coming to light, that there is an alternative path, a choice that is to be made. And as I was looking at this card, I couldn't find the number on it, the number 13 right on the side here. It was like it took me a moment to be able to see it. So I feel like maybe that this choice was not open before. This opportunity, this is an opportunity to go in a different direction, to make a choice, to go on to one way, and which takes you into choosing a different direction is to go on a path that hasn't been wandered yet, okay, so time to make a decision. Considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. So all about the choice. And 13, if you add that together, 1 + 3 is 4. So I feel like this is a choice that is going to affect people very close to you, maybe choosing to go outside the box of others. So every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present. Yeah, so this is, I feel like, something that is opened up. And this is a very important conjunction, I feel like. So be present. And I feel like this is that time for a nap here beside it. I feel like this is something within your subconscious that you have to make on your own. This is your own journey. And I realize this time for a nap is just it's 24, 2 + 4 is 6, which is that Lover's card in tarot, which is also choice. And I'm feeling like this is a choice just for you. So I feel like this is a journey of one. And I was looking at the stripes on both these cards. We have the chipmunk and the laurel. Success. Under the fork in the road, there's success, an opportunity for success to grow, I feel like. And you see how the lines on the chipmunk, they go one way, right? And the journey, like there's multiple paths going one way. And when I look at the protection, the skunk kind of branches off, these lines branch off. So I feel like you're being very protective with others around you, being protective of yourself, and you're missing some opportunity, needing to simmer down the outside world, and the protection did come up upside down. So I feel like you are being so protective of yourself that you are kind of pushing away opportunities to grow. And there's something very with the magnolia, it's a thick petaled flower, and it's some of the oldest on earth, the oldest flower on earth, having evolved to endure damage from beetles. So it's like you, from this protection, I feel like you're being very protective. Just remember that you make it your duty to protect others. And this extends your shelter to those without one. So just remember that you are safe, your boundaries are respected, and your home is intact. And that's what I feel like it's time for a nap, to rest that protective energy. Now it's upside down. This card comes as self-protection can hinder growth. You may be misinterpreting a situation, acting defensively. Ask yourself why you feel the need for armor. Could greater vulnerability benefit you? So yeah, I feel like it's time to rest from the protective energy. Because with the skunk knows how to shield itself by spraying its foes with a foul odor. Its black and white fur serves as warning to all would-be assailants. So, and this is all about you formed a hard crust. You have evolved to endure damage from others. So you've been very protective. But I feel like now it's time to grow. And over here we do have in the unseen energy, we have graceful persistence and healing. So I feel like to evolve and extend your wings over these situations is not necessarily to go left or right, but to even expand up. It's time to grow and see things from a larger perspective, being flexible. I feel like, again, it's moving in a different direction, and it might not just be left or right. I feel like it could be up, soaring to a higher level, being flexible, meaning like you're still where you are, but you're learning to form to different weather, adapt to different situation. So it's time to put down that protective, to see that you are having success, an opportunity for success. There was a time for that protective layer, but now it's time to come back into the light from the dark, open your wings. And being persistent is like being able to evolve past those situations that were tough, were dark and stormy, and to adapt to this new energy, which is allowing you to grow to greater heights. So with this persistence, that you have been evolving, and this healing, with this healing energy, what this is actually what the deer does. The deer regrows its antlers every year. So that's that healing energy. What feels like a loss grows back. It's a regrowth. So the shy and gentle fallow deer is known for its white spots and the broad velvety antlers. It symbolizes it sheds and regrows each year, right? So it's antlers, it regrows every year, right? So it's part of the shedding cycle, the changes, the transformation of the healing journey is not to stay in that protective energy and risk not growing, to come back to that gentle, open-hearted energy, to soar to greater fields, greater success, greater opportunities. And this is the chance to calm the mind, and to allow your soul to grow. And to the sea, this is allowing that flow. So I'm going to continue with the deer first. So rest and recharge, moderation and mindfulness are keys as you recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. All right. And I feel like that's that protective energy. So you are regrowing. And this is all about the cycles of expanding, and allow that to be graceful and to be not let your mind keep you in that small energy. That success needs growth. So oats can flourish providing hearty. Similarly, oats are a symbol of restorative nutrition. Even in poor soil, oats can flourish providing hearty sustenance. All right, so this is even after a poor situation, you can grow. So this is all about how do I rest and recharge? I don't feel like it's time for resting. I feel like it's time for resting the protective energy and not needing to feel so maybe reactive. To follow a new path now is to being flexible and to allow yourself to grow to a higher energy. And this is to the sea. And to the sea is a beautiful energy. It's all about the flow. Yes, the fork in the road is to allow you to move into this, to allow yourself to be flexible and being in the flow, returning to source, recognizing how pieces fit together. So I feel like being flexible because you don't have all the pieces right now. That's where you're in the sea. You're in this wide open ocean of subconscious, and you're not quite sure of how the events are going to fit together. But this is all about a natural pattern of events that is going to be occurring. You may not know all the answers right now. So isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? So allow yourself to bask in this energy, as it has been a time of reset, regrow. It's hard to see this card. All right. So, isn't it wonderful when you feel yourself in the flow of life? When events and conditions seem to engage you in ways that is fluid and effortless. This card reminds you that going with the flow is exactly what you need to do right now. Ride the wave of opportunity formed. So the ride the wave of success, taking this opportunity of letting go your guard and flying to these new potentials that are going to ask you to be a bit flexible, because you're going to this part of the wave where it's formed by a perfect condition. So allow trust and faith to guide you forward as you flow like a river into the sea of life. So in this energy of regrowth, you are flowing into the sea of life, where it does feel a little bit like you're getting lost in this new opportunity. But that's why it's that unpaved path. And it is asking you to set your guard down and be flexible in this change. So everything seems to work out when you stop scrambling and allow the sea of opportunities to wash over you and wake you up to your most prosperous potential. To get into that flow, you need to address your beliefs about abundance and money. So yeah, so the way you look at success is offering a new path. All right. So the true meaning of your personal currency lies in your skills, your talents, and your abilities. And most important, your core beliefs. Yeah, so that's why you're soaring to this new belief, and it's asking you to be flexible because it's pulling you out of this normal belief system. So there were a lot of lies in what a current is, what currency is actually water, following the current. So everything flows from your inner world and is reflected in the outer one. When grateful to serve, you aligned your prosperity consciousness with a higher consciousness. That's what's asking you in this graceful persistence of this regrowth. But you have to be flexible, because you are going to a different part of your consciousness that you are growing. It's coming into a cycle. It's going into the natural cycles. So when external condition appears to be block every attempt to move forward, there is no hidden message for you to decipher. Like the ocean, the tides of experience ebb and flow. You are in a natural cycle, so know that things will flow again in due course. There is no cause for alarm. Stop resisting and fighting against the situation and learn to flow. Even when the tide is going out, relax and trust in the abundance that will soon be within your reach again. All right, when fishermen cannot go to sea, they stay home and repair their nests. Yeah, so know that you're in this cycle of regrowth, and it is bringing your abundance of opportunity, that the sea is full of abundance. So I'm going to have, what is this fork in the road about? Obviously, it's about decision, but we're going to look a little bit more into this decision. What is this fork in the road? All right, look at this. Destiny. It's about good fortune, destiny. Time to turn the wheel. Time to create a new space. Destiny's calling, and it's asking you to walk away from things that are keeping you feeling hostile and feeling like you're always needing to protect yourself. That success is coming in with this turn of this wheel, and choosing to move away from something that was keeping you stuck, keeping you feeling like you always had to protect yourself. You always had to have your guard up. All right. And know that I said the 6, 2 + 4 is 6, and we have the Lovers that come out. Rewind if you didn't hear that. But the time for a nap, I said, was like a choice, like the Lovers. Yeah, this is coming back to duality. This is coming back into balance, that there is a choice to choose something that is going to bring in balance, but it's asking you to move away from that protective energy and to trust that you need to be a bit more flexible and stand on your throne, that everything is going to work out. You need to take charge, take control of, the emperor isn't usually flexible, right? So it's almost like you need to stand in your choices to move forward this decision and decide that persistence, the emperor is taking charge, taking your throne, taking command of your life, and also expanding, choosing your moves and choosing your new box that you want to be in and you want to create in this sea. And I feel like your mind is asking you to expand into this vast opportunity. What is this to the sea? The Magician. It's whatever you create. It's what this vast sea is, literally the chariot. So whatever you've had to leave behind, you are regrowing it. And your mind is becoming creations. You have all the tools, the Magician. So it's not, don't be the trickster, be the creator. That your mind is attracting this magnificent opportunity that's coming in. So it's like your mind is not a lost sea, but it's an abundant fortune. Just needing to tune into the right frequency and to stand in your own energy, stand strong and expand your wings, grow and create your own reality. Yeah, and there's the Chariot. Look at the past as a success for the future. Plan the future on the losses that you had to move away from, and choose to be successful and choose the victory that you have. You have the choices for success, and to choose what you feed your mind and see the opportunities. And when you're basking in opportunities, allow yourself to grow the opportunities in this vast sea. All right, I hope that helped. Until next time, bye.